At Builders First Source, we're harnessing the power of innovation to transform the future of home building. With 14 facilities across Montana, Builders First Source is your one-stop shop for building materials. From lumber and windows to trusses and siding, whether you're building single-family homes or multifamily units, we've got you covered. Visit BLDR.com to learn more. Builders First Source, building Montana's future, one home at a time.
Welcome back. We're here. We're kind of a throw together mess today, but
we are.
We had 2 Bozeman games last weekend, and we're going to cover those and whatever else we feel like, because it's our podcast.
And we can do what we want.
We can.
Mm-hmm.
What? First thing.
What?
We have merch.
Oh, we do.
And I got one.
More than this. See this?
More, yes. Beautiful notebook. Well, this is not in the store.
Notes.
I custom ordered this just for her.
Oh, sweet.
But I can find the top of it. I got. Whoop!
It's upside down.
It's upside down. I got a bleacher blanket.
It's still sideways.
It's sideways. We'll have to stand up to show you.
Oh.
It's got our logo, and then at the bottom, if you can hear me, at the bottom it says, "Friends don't let friends watch hockey alone."
It's beautiful.
It's actually really nice.
It's really super nice.
It's thick. That's what she said. Anyways, this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
And I have a hoodie coming soon. But for now, I'm wearing Kohler hoodie. You can tell by the orange
tire.
Do we call this a racing stripe?
Tire stripe.
I feel like we should. Tire stripe.
And then we have Speakeasy 41.
Yep. And Speakeasy 41. We're like making this a real thing, you guys.
I know.
We have people that are like putting it down where we're picking it up. Is that how the phrase goes?
I don't know.
They're picking up what we're putting down. That's what it is.
Yes. That's so we usually record on Sundays. The Sunday didn't work out. We had other plans.
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, and I've been up since 5 working, and I just got off work, so my brain is like, bleh. But
my kid had the stomach flu yesterday, so we were in urgent care yesterday. He's fine now. The doctor said it would last 3 to 5 days. He was better in 24 hours. So that's just my kids for you. They don't stay down long. They're fine.
Yeah, so we're a little bass-ackwards. And we're going to try our best. I got my notes.
Okay.
Trusty notes.
I have everything. Yeah, everything's recording. I had to make sure.
We're professional.
It would be great if we got through this whole thing and no audio.
Yeah, that would be.
And we had to re-record. Actually, we would just put up a notice, be like, no podcast this week.
So if you ever see that,
because Hannah's incompetent,
just know that we probably recorded it. It was no good.
Yeah, couldn't hear anything we said. Well, we'll put it on Patreon and release it for the lip readers.
Yes, you could do those bad lip readings to us. That would be perfect.
That would be amazing. Okay,
that would be.
So you did take notes because Friday was an away game. Saturday was home, but I wasn't there on Saturday.
I was there, but I was
chucks.
working the Chuck-a-Puck, so I wasn't able to watch as much as I would have liked because it was a super intense, exciting game.
It was.
Full on nostalgia. I want to talk about that. I have some nostalgia.
Do you want to talk about that now or when we get
just right now?
Okay, good.
Because I'm feeling it.
Do it.
Feeling it.
Do it.
The Bighorn way. It kind of brought back all those memories of a time where we could enjoy the sport and fight a lot and still have a big win.
We did fight a lot.
We did fight a lot. But it just works. When people come and watch the Bighorns, that's what it always was. It was going to be a big win, a lot of action. And it was so great.
Did not disappoint.
No. And as usually when we play Bozeman, it's just the way it is because they're angry little critters.
The ice puppies.
The ice puppies hate us. And
did you hear Scott's mic check in the beginning? He's like, yeah, we're here playing the, he's like, test, am I coming through? We're here playing the ice doggies. I mean the ice puppies or whatever they are. And I was like,
I did not hear that.
Dude.
Awesome.
It's right at the beginning.
That's awesome.
Well, I guess you would, it was on the feed. It was on the.
Yeah, it was on the feed and I was there.
Yeah.
Selling everything.
Yeah. All the things.
All the things.
The boosters are going crazy.
That's great though. The boosters can go crazy.
Yeah, except then we have to, well, you.
Yeah.
We originally, but then I
bailed.
bailed.
She bailed on
And
me,
she
so I
had to
made my
sell
husband help me.
all the things.
I sold all the things, and we did just fine. Just fine. But I
Well-
missed a lot of the game, so I went back today and I watched some of the timestamps that I had saved to get more information.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as Friday night goes, we were in Bozeman, and I missed the first, which
Oh, yeah.
that's a bummer. But by the time I did start watching, we already had 3 goals in the first. So they broke our whole thing because we were talking about last time how we haven't been scoring in the first and it's horrible and it's awful and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
what do we call it?
I don't know.
The comeback kings.
Yeah, we weren't.
Except that we scored 3. Hale,
Feinstein and Perea.
Perea.
Great job.
I guess I don't have to say Trey since Cade left us for the NCDC.
Yeah, Perea.
Hey, Cade, if you ever want to come back,
we're here for
we'll
you.
take you.
We ain't picky. Okay, we are picky. We're super picky.
We've always liked Trey.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have both of them.
It was nice.
It was the Perea powerhouse.
Yeah, we liked it.
We miss you. Now it's kind of hard to be a powerhouse with just one dude.
He is, though.
Sure.
He does pretty good.
Sure.
He does pretty good. The goalie for both nights was DeVincent, which normally and typically he does really well against us for some reason.
Yeah.
Power, but he didn't do very well. So that's great.
Well, I mean, he only let in 7 one night.
Oh my gosh. So Friday night.
57. He only blocked 50 shots.
That's it. Yeah, it was just pretty
Kept
good.
me busy.
Yeah. I would have let in 49, and the one that I did catch was just going to be pure luck. But I have faith that I would.
Oh, no, I would have caught none of them.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
I would have
been like hiding in the corner, like, give me my safety blanket. Yeah, no.
I would have caught one, but not on purpose. It would have been a complete accident.
Yeah.
But I would have.
And Miller was in our net that whole game.
Yes.
So they're giving Miller, so Appleman's are, I don't know, do we have first string goalies? Is that how that works? I don't know. I know we do that with
Main.
Oh, yeah. Branson's our main goalie, but they are trading off with him and Miller so that Miller gets ice time. So he played that game and
he did fantastic.
A top-notch
I am
job.
super happy about our goalies.
I kind of miss like the Miller games where he just
rocked it. Yeah, absolutely. Those were always good. But so at the end of the first, it was 3-0. Good job, Miller. I was hoping for a shutout too. I didn't even say it out loud because I would have jinxed it, but
I was thinking it, and I didn't want to jinx it either. I feel like okay. Can we like go off on a tangent really quick on the superstition?
Sure.
Because I get a feeling sometimes that I shouldn't say a thing because I'll jinx it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like you wear the same earrings to every game because they're your lucky earrings. And I know
I've switched them up. I wear my hockey earrings now.
How can you do that?
Because typically, I don't know, we've been doing good. So maybe my good luck earrings were actually the opposite.
Oh,
because I wore
switched your earrings where performance has changed. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, there's something out there that like
tells
if
you.
all of us fans like follow that little voice in our head, like don't say that yet, like you'll jinx it. Mm-hmm. If we don't say it yet, maybe it won't happen. And I admit, maybe I don't. Should I take the fall for the not shutout? Because I said something to my husband. I was like, "Oh, we're about to get a shutout."
Oh, you did it.
And I felt that feeling. I was like, don't say it yet.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then we didn't get a shutout. So, Miller, I'm really sorry that I stole your stats from you. Fault. It's all my fault.
It is all her fault.
Is that a real thing, though? Because I'm not, like, superstitious at all in general. Like, there's definitely, like, many layers of existence, but I'm not, like, superstitious.
Unless it comes to hockey.
I am now. Because the one time I didn't say it, we did get a shutout.
See, it's your fault.
So, like, that's what the scientific method is, repeatable and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that only happened once. Is that repeatable?
Well, twice, technically. No. You count the Friday night. Because I didn't say it, and we did get a shutout, and then I did say it, and we didn't get a shutout.
All right. Well, you're going to have to try it again this next weekend.
Okay.
But at the end of first, it was 3-0, so that totally takes away our whole comeback king thing because we got 3 goals in the first, and they were pretty quick because we're like, oh, we got a goal, woo! And then by the time I drove home, we had 2 more. That seemed like they were like back to back.
2 Less than 90 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Pine signs and Pareas.
Good job, boys. Good job. And then I think after a while, they switched out their goalie to Hunter.
Did they?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, no, Weatherford.
No, to Weatherford. I would say they did switch their goalie, but he only had 8 minutes.
Oh, okay. They kept Vincent in for a little longer, and then
And Weatherford still let one in. He only had 6 shots to block, and he let one in. Dang it, Weatherford. We need a gif for dang it, Weatherford.
No, that's a good thing, Weatherford.
Oh.
Keep rocking. Keep rocking, Weatherford.
Yeah. Should have let all 6 in.
Yeah.
Done us a solid.
Dude. That guy. Ooh, there's something about him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
You know that the man we saw on the ice is actually a reincarnation
of Weatherford.
Of the Weatherford that's buried in my basement over there.
Not really, it's a joke. People joke.
It's hockey. We don't have to be politically correct.
Yeah, true. We've had issues with Weatherford for well over a year now. We have multiple instances from multiple different times. So it's not just like we met him once and he was a dick. It's more that we've spoke to him more than once and he's been a dick every single time.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't like you.
That's okay. He doesn't need us to like him. If we're being honest.
Well, if you keep playing like that, Weatherford, no one's gonna like you.
She's throwing shade. I have nothing to do with this. If you need to come break kneecaps, please break hers and not mine. I try to be more diplomatic.
You're the one talking about him being buried over there.
It's a joke. It's obviously a joke.
I'm a joke too.
It's a joke.
You're obviously very good, Weatherford. Very, very good.
He doesn't even show up on the qualified goalies list.
So it's not an opinion anymore. It's a fact.
Yeah.
So there. My notes for Friday are just kind of like blah. I do have Shell got a goal. Yay, Shell!
Go Ty!
And then I have a note that Badlands lost.
Okay, wait. Really quickly.
What?
Second period goal. So Ty Shell was assisted by Austin Tyler and Tyler Miller. How did Miller get an assist? And also, how are they all Tylers? All the Tyler.
Here's a thought. Either it's a typo, which we know happens with Game Center, or check this out. Maybe Miller from his crease shot it or passed it to Shell to Austin Tyler.
Dan.
Then Austin Tyler gave it to Shell to make the goal.
That must have been it. Because how does Miller have an apple?
Good job, dude.
Teamwork.
Awesome goalie, and you can make some points as a forward.
An assist.
Forward assist guy.
Notice that until I just saw it.
Yeah, I never noticed that too.
Tyler. Wait, that's
3 Tylers.
What the heck?
That's good. Good job.
See? Miller's magic. Magic Miller.
Is that like Magic Mike?
Yeah, I'm going to make a shirt.
Magic Miller.
Magic Miller. Nobody's bought my Human Centipede shirt.
That's awful. It's awful. They probably want nothing to do with it, which I don't blame them because that's really seriously demented.
It's so stupid.
It's so unbelievably
Mm-hmm.
not. And I can watch any movie, really. That one? No. Can't do it. I can't do
Napoleon Dynamite?
It is awful. I've seen that movie so many times.
I like Napoleon Dynamite.
I do too.
Napoleon Dynamite stresses me out less than
The Human Centipede?
No. Than Michael from The Office.
Really?
Yeah. He stressed me out so bad.
Yeah, I can get that.
All right. So, second, we got a Tyler.
Tyler. And then in the third, there was lots of fights. There was a shorthanded goal by Chadwick.
Woo!
I was looking at this, and I'm like seeing quite a few defensemen of ours getting goals.
Great.
Chadwick. Feinstein.
Well, I mean, Dylan Cunningham was a defenseman. He was one of our top scorers last year.
True that. I like it, though, because, I don't know, it's not that often, especially in one game, where you see defensemen getting goals. And I just noticed, I'm like, oh. And then Ty Shell gets another one, and I was secretly rooting. I was like, show me your hat trick, Shell.
We were shouting it at you, even though you couldn't hear it.
You could feel it. And hopefully you
could feel the love.
I know. It's like, give the puck to Shell, because we haven't had a hat trick in so long.
Dude, I know. I want $1 off my hat trick sandwich, you guys.
Right?
Isn't it $18.89? Don't they do that the day after a hat trick?
Yeah,
They give you $1 off the sandwich?
Yeah.
I haven't had a hat trick sandwich in months, you guys.
Yeah. Or the shutout sandwich, and there's shutout sandwich too.
Is there?
Yep.
I think it's a burrito. I feel like
Whatever.
it should be a burrito.
It's a shutout food item.
Should be a burrito.
It should be a burrito.
We've had shutouts though. We just haven't any hat tricks.
Yeah, but people show their food when they're after a shutout. They eat their food at 1889. They post selfies.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not on social media, so I don't.
Are we on Friday night still?
Yeah, this is Friday.
Oh,
there's time.
I did have that. Our new guy again got a penalty.
Hey, Brian, it's time to stop getting penalties and start getting goals, dude.
Or if you can't get goals,
if you can't get goals, beat them up. Make the penalties worth it.
He did. He tripped somebody.
Oh,
it was a good one.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Did you do it on purpose?
No. I don't know. Every time I see a tripping call.
Of course not. We never do it on purpose.
Every time I see a tripping call, I'm like, was that an accident? But I'm not even kidding. I know for a fact that these guys are probably so skilled and making it look like an accident that they're probably doing it on purpose. But then I'm like, oh, that was an accident. But
you can tell by the smirk when they get caught. Yeah. They're like, eh.
No, they act like, what, me? I would never.
Yeah, you would.
So I'm just gonna go by what the announcer was saying. It was the Bozeman announcer. So you have this ongoing thing. It's between Lindsay and Hanson.
Oh, Hanson.
Friday night, they were fighting. Shocked, right? And then they both got put in the box. I think it was like for 20 minutes.
What?
No joke. Or 10 or 20 minutes.
10
minutes.
Well, they both got
they got
12 minutes to a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute major for unsportsmanlike on both.
Oh, every time the camera would move by the penalty box, you could still see them screaming at each other.
12 minutes of just chirping.
And finally, even the announcer was like, man, those two are still yelling at each other. And it was like, seriously, like 10 minutes probably after the fact, if not longer.
Sisto had Spencer Wilkinson all alone, and Sisto gets knocked down, and looks like Lindsay's got to get called. Not for this, and Hanson and Becker are going at it. Looks like Hanson wanted to drop the gloves, and his gloves are off. Lindsay's are on. They're saying the crowd wants him to go. Hanson's still reaching after Lindsay. Lindsay wants no part of it, but Hanson still has a big hold on Lindsay's jersey, and he's still giving it to him. If he's not giving hands to him, he's giving words to him. And finally, he gets cut loose, and he's still hooting and hollering at him, and he's still chirping back and forth in the box.
Yeah.
So it was just funny.
Well,
because I mean, I get it, but then that set the stage for Saturday night, because I'm like, oh my gosh, if they're still yelling at each other through the penalty boxes, Saturday's going to be brutal, because there's some pent up anger there.
Yep.
And they did not disappoint.
I have a clip of their fight. So
it wasn't even a fight.
It wasn't really a fight. So I think our guys are not fighting. So
some of them.
It looked to me. So my boys are in jiu-jitsu. Hey, Bear Hug Jiu-Jitsu, would love to have you be a friend of the podcast. I don't think he even watches, but I'm going to send this to him now.
You should.
And so they're at Bear Hug Jiu-Jitsu. And the way that like Lindsay was holding him, like holding Hanson, and he was staying inside, like, I don't know what they call it, the ring of fire or whatever, where they can't like hit you, because it's really hard to hit a guy who's like right next to your own face. The way he was like holding him and trying to like stop the fight, but Hanson was just like throwing punches, dude.
Yeah, and I watched it again today. This is the fight that happened on Saturday, not Friday.
Oh yeah, that's true. This was Saturday. I'll put the clip in so you know that what we're talking about.
Oh! A hit there. It's Colin Becker. Now we have a wrestling match going on here. It's Seth Hansen and Garrett Lindsay. Hansen and Lindsay. And there go the punches. Hansen firing away. Lindsay. And Lindsay goes down. And that'll be it for Seth Hansen for the Ice Dogs.
And I was like, why are they fighting? Because I was at the Chuck-a-Puck table, and they were fighting like right in front of the table. And I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Because
Well, it
Lindsay
looks like
always wants to throw
like
down.
he lost, but I think that he was trying to not fight.
Yeah, which is weird because with Lindsay, if you watch the last few games, he's never backed down from a fight, ever. And you know that he wants to beat this guy
Even
down.
if he doesn't win, I've
never
throws
seen him
down.
not necessarily hold his own or win.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I was like, what is he doing? It was just really weird. And then my husband's like, he's not fighting. And I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, probably because either one, he was told not to fight, or two, he doesn't want to get ejected because we have an important game next weekend.
It's too close
and I was
to
like,
playoffs to get an 18-game
well,
suspension.
and also we're playing the Hawks next weekend. So
yeah.
I was like, oh, that makes sense. But honestly, when I watched it again today, I feel like the refs could have intervened way before they did.
Especially if they saw that he wasn't fighting. Like, if Lindsay's not fighting back, there's no good reason to just let Hansen go at him.
Yeah, and they let him for a
They did.
while.
He landed a couple of wicked punches.
Yeah, and Lindsay was just like, head down, like, just let him go. I'm not going to get in trouble. And Lindsay didn't really get in trouble on that fight. I think he got a 2-minute where
he's
Hansen...
got a two. He's got
that's Friday.
Oh.
So...
Yeah, we're jumping around a little. I'm back with you.
One of these days, we will be on a schedule.
Nah.
No, probably
that's not how this works.
Yeah. We don't do that. So I feel like he probably didn't want to fight or wasn't allowed to fight because we have important games coming up. And so Hansen just was doing what Hansen was doing. But the refs made no attempt to stop him. And that's kind of like, I don't like that.
Yeah. I feel like that's part of the refs. So I know
part of the refs what job?
Yes, we throw a lot of shade on refs, but if you watch them, they have to make split-second decisions for the betterment of the game. Theoretically, for the betterment of the game, but also to like protect the guys. And I feel like that was a ball drop. That was a ref not making a good call. Hey, I'm on your side.
I'm shocked.
That's a ref not because he didn't call it.
A good call.
Because he didn't call it off soon enough when he saw that Lindsay wasn't fighting.
They could have broken him up. Like
there
was a lot of ring around the rosy of that bear hug thing going on for a while before Hansen even started throwing punches.
Yes.
So they could have broke them up way before. And once Hansen started throwing punches, it was extreme.
And like Lindsay was like,
he was like, stop.
He was down on the ground.
And
it wasn't even a split-second decision. Like,
no,
they had a full 8 seconds.
And there's 3 of them.
Like,
you could have seriously broken it up at that point before Hansen just went ape crap and started just wailing on the guy for no reason whatsoever. So, and then by then they can't really break it up because they're gonna get injured, which whatever.
Well, then they can suspend our guys for 18 games.
Oh, true. I don't know. I think it was really bad.
Yeah.
Timing and a bad whatever. I don't
know the like mechanics behind how refs make their decisions.
They don't.
They suck at it.
They're like, what should we do?
I know enough
that
to know.
Looks good.
Yeah, right? Maybe they're all just AI and they're trying to figure out how to be humans.
No, computers aren't that stupid.
Wow.
Well,
don't hold back. Jeez.
I'm on lack of sleep and caffeine.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to... I have no filter.
That's good.
Is it?
That's better for... Yeah. They love when we don't have filters.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But I'm like, done. I'm just done. Anyway.
So, okay. Let's go back to Friday night. What else happened?
I have that there was a couple more scrums in between, like Ray and Becker were in this dog pile. But other than that, we went 7-1. So
yeah, and they scored their only goal at what, almost 12 minutes into the third, so most of the way through the game.
Yeah, for sure. That was
So
dumb.
we had 6 and they scored, and then we scored another one just to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when Ty got his second. I was like, hat trick, but it didn't happen. That's
Yeah.
okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
We won. Good old fashioned Bighorn game, right?
Good old. Well, that one. No, Saturday night was a good old fashioned.
So was Friday.
Was it?
There were fights, and we had a big win.
Yeah, but there was a lot more fans to watch it on Saturday.
Well, yeah, Bozeman. We went to the Bozeman Arena, and there's like nowhere to sit. Really, they have like one thing of stands, and then we
Are you
sat.
talking about when you and I went?
Yeah, to Bozeman, and then like if you sit on the bottom of the stands, the wall is like here, so all you see is these floating heads.
Well, because at Steed, everything is up on like a platform.
Yeah,
it's because when you walk, the floor is metal. Because that's like a platform lifted off the ground to raise the stands up to the height where you can see over the boards. But in Bozeman, they apparently didn't have the budget for that. So,
which is so funny because most people are like, "Isn't Bozeman supposed to be like super wealthy? Isn't that like Yellowstone? What like all this stuff?" And then our rink. I mean, they do have cool things about the rink. They have
they do have 2 rinks.
They have the double rink, and they have. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, they have the double rink, and the food was
less than wonderful.
And you can't see if you sit on the bottom of their one set of stands, and the porta potties, which I did have to use. I didn't.
She did, and they weren't
to do
they
it.
weren't a portal to another dimension.
I thought they were.
I know.
I was hoping, but no, they're just porta potties.
They're just plain old shit buckets.
And I went in there, and I was like, "All right." And yeah, it was just a porta potty. And I'm like, why? Because they have other bathrooms, but they only have one. And it's a single.
Left my phone in the bathroom when I went there.
I know. She's like, I got to go get my phone. And then like some 15 minutes later.
Yeah, you know why? Because there were some guys waiting outside. And I was like, are you guys waiting for the bathroom? They're like, no, our buddy's in there. I was like, well, I left my phone in there. And they're like, oh, well, you can get it when he comes out. And we started waiting and waiting. And waiting, and I'm like, this is getting, like, do I make a poop joke to pass the time? What do I do? Yeah. No, we started chatting about, like, where they were from. They were from somewhere, like, Ohio or something. Like
then why were they there?
They were with their buddy.
The buddy that was in the bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah. And he comes out holding my phone. I was like, oh, you found my phone. He's like, yeah. And handed it to me, and I was like, wiping it off.
Classy joint. Kidding. Not.
Pretty sure he was taking it up.
Well, probably. We will hope.
Anyways, well, moving on. So, hockey.
Saturday. We're here with Bozeman again. I don't get the whole split weekend thing. If we're in Bozeman, let's stay in Bozeman. If we're here, let's just stay here. What is it?
I'm sure there's some reason for it.
Whatever. I don't like it. We have the same refs as Friday night, which we didn't mention. It was Oinkin, it was Locke, and it was Coyle. Which I think Coyle out of the 3, I have least beef with.
Isn't Coyle the name of one of what's his face from Harry Potter?
I don't know. I'm a Lord of the Rings, not a Harry Potter.
Yeah. Of course, I'm trying to think of it like on live camera, and I can't think of it.
No, it doesn't matter. Coyle. No, it's not Coyle.
Yeah. Draco Malfoy. Malfoy's one of his cronies is named Coyle. Oh. He's like the big fat dumb one. That's what I always think of when I hear Coyle is like the big like, what did you say? Like big bully that can't put 2 brain cells in a line.
Okay, but Coyle out of those 3, Oinkin and Locke, Coyle I have least beef with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Well, maybe he's not as dumb as I think he is.
I'm not saying he's smart. I'm just saying that he doesn't do anything to make me mad.
Okay, fair. But Oinkin.
So my husband's like, we should do a poster and put a pig on there for Oinkin. And I'm like, well, that's kind of bullying. And then I thought about it. I'm like, that's all we do.
Isn't that our day job now?
But I have a standard.
Yeah.
Don't do pictures.
There's a line in the sand. We won't cross.
We don't do pictures.
No, you should go on Facebook and get a picture of his girlfriend and post it.
No, that's mean.
That's bullying. Whatever fans did that.
Although hilarious,
was over the line. It's still funny and kind of legendary now. So, was it worth it?
Oinkin, Locke is the main dude, and then Coyle. We got a whole bunch of goals in the first.
We sure did.
We had 3. They had 1.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they scored super early on too.
Yeah, they
we
did.
scored a minute in. They scored 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, they didn't score again the whole game.
So David Bruns, he scored. And I was like, Appleman. But you know what? After watching it, there was like 3 or 4 instant shots on goal. So I don't know where our guys were.
It was a flurry.
It was a flurry. And I'm like, okay, well, of course, he can't be everywhere all at once, even though he is a superhero with the name like Appleman.
Mm-hmm. That ain't an apple boy.
It's an apple man.
That's an apple man.
I really am enjoying all this fan stuff that's coming
ever.
up.
Dude, there are so many people that are big fans of Appleman.
I know, that's great.
I thought it was the weird one liking goalies so much, but apparently there's a ton of people who are like goalie fans.
And his name is so superhero-ish.
It's also weird that none of us actually talk to each other.
True. We don't.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
But his last name sounds like a superhero. So the fan gear that's like being produced and coming out is actually super, I think is great. Hilarious. But it all has to do with apples, obviously. But
except for ours, which is a bat symbol.
Yeah, we have a bat symbol.
The Batman symbol.
Which is still superhero-ish.
Our apple pie, apple man, got an unsportsmanlike in the first period.
You know, I'm trying. So I guess
I don't know what for.
The story was that he had thrown the puck at the ref. But I was like, you were just handing it to him? He's like, well, I threw it. But I think that's what he said.
So it was like when we had Shell on, and he was like, my stick fell and hit the glass.
Yeah, I think so. But then again, it might be that tripping thing again. It was like, I didn't do nothing. I don't know.
It's like the refs are like 14-year-old girls on their period for the first time. Like,
he threw
come on.
But then again, could he have done it more aggressive?
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll never know. But he got an unsportsmanlike.
That's a BS call.
True. It is. It is. But
F you suck.
Coming from the goalie that has not gotten any penalty minutes, all of a sudden he has
an ejection,
2-game suspension, and then he got. Remember when it was delay of game?
Oh yeah.
He got the delay of game, and then now this unsportsmanlike. So
a true bighorn. Well done, Brandon.
Although I don't remember ever having a goalie get in this much trouble.
I don't ever remember having a superhero for a goalie either.
True that. He defends what's right and what's wrong. Or maybe he just...
And gets called for BS unsportsmanlikes.
Dude, it is so funny, though. Like, you see stuff, I think it was a couple games ago, and they actually stopped the game because Appleman's net was, like, off the things.
Yeah.
And they just, like, put him back on. But the circumstance, it seemed like he was guilty of taking it off.
Just
and I'm like,
kick your skate over there a little bit.
Well, I know. I think okay, so if it was an accident, okay. But if it was on purpose, it makes me laugh because it's just so funny. I don't know. I still don't know. But then, it'll
be a mystery
forever. It's a mystery forever. But it's the stuff like that makes me think, I'm like, is that what they actually do, like, on purpose? Like, was that on purpose?
We should ask him.
We should.
Hey, Branson.
Did you do that on purpose? Just between me and you?
Don't say it publicly, but we want to know.
We want to know. Did you do it on purpose? And you always hear about, like, goalies, like, slipping the puck out of the crease before the people see it, like just like swooping it out. I'm like,
oh yeah,
you'd have to be really on it to do that.
Really on it, yeah.
But I'm wondering how much it actually happens.
Probably not that much.
No,
especially with all the camera gear that most stadiums have these days. I feel like you can get away with that in Butte or Bozeman, but not in Helena.
Because Butte's like.
Yeah, because Butte's not even looking at the ice.
No, not at all.
But not in Helena.
I know. I'm just like thinking of all these like calls now, and I'm like,
yeah.
Was there something behind that, or was it an accident? But how much in hockey is actually an accident? I'm beginning to think less and less.
I think you're right. No, and I think that there's a lot that goes into, because like those boys out on the ice, I mean, we are armchair experts in that we know nothing, but we talk about it.
Yeah, we talk about what
But
we
they're actual experts. Like they actually know the ins and outs of that game.
So
and they know what they can get away with and what they can't. So I would not be surprised if they are athletic enough and smart enough to make it look like it's an accident for all of us plebes in the stands, but then actually get away with it. But we also, and that's not just exclusive to our guys specifically. I think that's probably hockey in general, because like put an aggressive, 17-year-old, 18-year-old out on the ice with a bunch of people watching him doing a sport he loves to do, and see if he can't try to get away with what he wants to get away with. Like, no, for sure. Would. Not that I've ever been. If you can get
away with it, we love to see it.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
so if like that goal thing was on purpose.
Yes, to clarify, we endorse that behavior.
I just a little mischief here and there. I'm down for
100%.
When I know.
Do it.
But it's so. Anyways, I don't even know how we got on that.
I don't know either.
Yeah, whatever.
Second, no goals.
No, but Shell got another goal in the first. Shell, get them goals, dude. Get them goals.
A Tyler.
You know how we were... Here I go again.
I feel like Ty Shell and Austin Tyler should be a power couple.
I was just going to say that. Okay.
Is that what you were thinking?
But I had a thought.
Okay, say it.
Should I?
Yes. I can edit it out later.
You always say you're going to edit it, and then I post it, and they're still there.
Great.
This might be controversial.
Okay.
We talk about power couples.
Hot take alert.
Talk about power couples, and we were like, ooh, Austin. Or, of course, the twins last year was power couple. Who are some other ones? Oh, Hammett and Finn. What if, before this weekend happened where the old Bighorns were back, when we were really confused about what was happening before. What if Alex North, our assistant coach, was Damon's power couple?
Oh. And now Theo isn't?
Well, Theo was there, but he wasn't the assistant. He was like
the assistant to the assistant.
So, I thought about it.
Well, okay, tell me your thought before I
That is my thought.
Yeah.
Because things were kind of going weird and things were different, even though we have a lot of the same guys that...
You think Alex North was like the magic dust?
No, I think that him and Damon complemented each other perfectly and we benefited from it. I could be completely wrong. But I was just talking about power couples and I was like, what's different? What's been going on? What's this? Yeah. And I was like, well, Alex left.
But he was only there for the 1 year anyway.
And we got the Fraser.
Fair point. Where did he go?
He went to the Bulls or something.
Lame.
I know. But it made me
way
think.
Less cool than Bighorns.
When we're talking about power couples, I was just throwing around the idea that maybe that was a power couple.
Maybe that could have been. Well, and that's one thing that we don't talk about hardly ever because we just don't know the coaches very well. Is we don't really talk about the coach dynamic of things.
So it just was something that crossed my mind.
Yeah, we've never really... I mean, I've seen Damon in passing, we go to events and stuff and he's there like, hey, whatever. But we've never really had a sit down. I think it's time we have a sit down with Damon.
I would have never said anything if I knew that this was coming.
What? I'll do it.
I know you'll do it.
Okay, so a very wise man had an idea to do a year-end recap with the coaches. I think it was a great idea to do for the podcast, is to sit them both down, or just Damon, or whatever, and talk about the year and how it went. So like sometime after the Fraser Cup. We should do that.
I'm down.
What do you think?
Damon's like, don't you dare.
I'm asking our 12 fans who are listening to us right now.
12 fans?
No, we have more than 12. We love you guys.
At Builders First Source, we're harnessing the power of innovation to transform the future of home building. With 14 facilities across Montana, Builders First Source is your one-stop shop for building materials. From lumber and windows to trusses and siding, whether you're building single-family homes or multi-family units, we've got you covered. Visit BLDR.com to learn more. Builders First Source, building Montana's future, one home at a time.
That was just my thought. But we do have some power couples. I really like them.
I feel
Austin
like-
and Austin.
Austin and Austin, or Ty and Stan? Shell and Tyler. Austin Tyler. We have to be specific now because there's so freaking many Austins and Tylers.
True that. Stan.
Apparently 2004, 2005 was the year for Austins and Tylers.
Yeah, no kidding. Friddle. Dude, it's fun to watch. Legit though. He's gotten
He knows what he's doing.
I watch whatever I want to watch. But when I actually tune in to what I'm doing, if you watch Marcus shoot the puck at the goal,
He does not hesitate.
no, he doesn't hesitate. And it also is super hard and super fast.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't break the hole. No, stick above the waist thing. No, it is like it's just like a little, but the power behind
It's
the
like
thing,
it's like those ninjas that like go up to a thing and they're like one finger punch. Poof. And then they like break the board with like their one finger, you know?
that's what you
Yeah.
are, Marcus.
The no punch where they like poof, and then
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I remember I'm like, I just watched on Saturday when he would shoot, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
That thing
Well,
is quick.
And what I've noticed about Friddle when he shoots is so the other guys will kind of like cook the puck a bit. Like they'll kind of like and then shoot it.
Mhm.
Friddle, he's got a line, he gets the puck and he goes whoop right in.
Yeah, and
No
it's
pause,
quick.
no waiting. It's quick, it's hard, it's fast.
We're super glad to have you, dude.
Mhm.
You are an asset to this team.
100%.
Yeah. And Shell, you're doing fantastic. Austin Tyler, he is a blast to watch.
Well, so Hale too he got a score last night too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
With a Shell and an Austin Eaker apple.
Mm.
Which Akers at 23 and Chadwick's at 27 points for the Steven. Holy crap.
The Steven?
It's 20 Steven. Is that what I said?
Somewhere.
27.
Holy crap, it's 20 Steven.
I was so amazed by your score, Chadwick. I misspoke. Yeah.
Penalties.
That was amazing.
Dude, right?
Yeah. Okay, penalties. Hammett broke the ice. Dang it, Hammett.
But Hammett, he's been behaving himself. He hasn't really been on the forefront of the penalties or the goals or I haven't seen him much.
Yeah.
I'm like, because he's like my favorite to like watch. Everybody knows that by now. It's not a secret.
Mhm.
But you have Lindsay and G-Bar that are kind of up in the fight string.
Oh.
Cam left, and
Darn it. I
And then
didn't actually think
Appleman
about
just
that for a
picks
couple
up-
of days. You just brought all the grief back that Cam is gone.
and then you have Appleman that's picking up the goalie penalties. So like
Yeah.
we're not wanting for anything, really.
Appleman carrying his weight in penalties.
We love it though. Like for real. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so
Hey!
Appleman gets ejected and we get Miller in. Okay.
Lindsay and G-Bar both got fat tricks. Hey, that's 3 penalties in a game. Way to go,
Nice.
boys.
So there's a couple clips of the saves that Appleman got on Saturday night that were absolutely out of this world, almost like superhero-ish.
Oh my gosh.
Gates it. Here's a chance for Wilkinson. Spencer Wilkinson shot. Oh, and a glove save by Appleman, robbing Spencer Wilkinson. Branson Appleman coming up big.
Appleman, dude. You know. I think we had 12 penalties, which is like amateur status. No, I'm kidding.
What?
We had 12 penalties and they had like 9. But at one point
Both of our yeah.
in the third, there was, I believe, 3 iced puppies in the penalty box at a time. I can't really tell you for sure because the glass was all fogged up.
From all the sweating bodies.
You would hope
What?
that's from sweating.
Wow, you took it there.
I did take it there because
That's not what
whenever
they
you
do
see,
that's not what the penalty box is for. It's not a BDSM box.
They're in there for a reason. And it's not because they're playing nice.
Because they's naughty.
Because they're naughty. But whenever you see like fogged up glass, like
Oh, yeah. No, I know. Oh, yeah. Whenever you see a car with fogged up windows. See, my husband is like, he's a condensator. He just fogs up all the windows.
Mhm.
So I'm used to it.
So she says.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it was really funny because I was like, how many ice dogs are in there? And I was like, can't really tell. I think
There's a bunch.
3. I think 3 at a time.
I wonder how many we could fit in there. You know what would be funny is if we fit the whole team in the penalty box and then like spilled them all out in the ice like a clown car.
Open the door and they all
I do not
fall
know
out.
why that was the thought that I just had, but
I think it'd be great.
it would be funny. It'd make a great little clip.
We have another Bozeman game, not this weekend, but next weekend. And I do believe, as Bozeman is, we're going to have it pretty full.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might
But hopefully our Biggie box isn't... Biggie box. Our home team, Sinbin, isn't full because then that's the last game before playoffs. So we need to keep it light.
Yeah. Anything else on Saturday?
I got a lot.
Yeah, go. Do it.
Let me turn my tape. In the second, well, yeah, Appleman got a penalty. Upton. Not only did Upton, okay, there's 2 guys on Bozeman.
Upton.
Yeah. Stickelberg. I saw what you did. Upton, get your panties out of your butt crack. I know they're probably riding high, being thongs and all. I could see it.
No shade.
And Hansen, you're not even worth our time, so we're not going to talk about you.
He got ejected, didn't he?
Yeah, after that whole thing with Lindsay.
Yeah.
Douchebag.
He deserved it, dude.
You don't punch on a guy that's obviously not fighting you back. That's a pussy move. I said it. You be pussy. I need to take a nap. There was one time in the second that Shell, and I saw it because I was working Chuckapok, got slashed across his stomach. Like, it knocked the wind out of him. You could see he got hit so hard, and he's like, whoa. Like, he was bent over, and here comes Austin Tyler.
Feed through center. Shell weaves his way through and got delayed penalty coming up here. Happened behind the play.
There was a lot of times that Stan came to the defense of our guys, and I'm like,
he's a fighter, dude.
But he's not supposed to be fighting, says the Shiner.
Says the boy with the black eye.
I said it. He's like, I know, I'm really supposed to fight.
You didn't get that falling into your shower.
No. It was the table. I tripped and fell into the doorknob.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, every note that I have has 3 bozos. Hansen, Stickelberg, and Upton. And who's Upton?
Upton's not even, like, on the board anywhere. Where is he?
I don't know.
He doesn't... I'm looking at Game Center, and, like, he doesn't have a goal, and he doesn't have a penalty anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Him was not okay. He was in the middle of everything. He's the one that was pushing G-Bar in the second.
Don't do that. You don't want to. You don't poke that beast.
Speaking of that beast, G-Bar got ejected. And I was like, I was at that game. What did he do? He got 10 minutes for slashing. Okay, mind you, we're going to clip this because he was facing the crease and the guy was behind him doing whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
And he just like turned around. He's like, dude, he just like literally turned around and like pushed the guy off. He got 10 minutes ejection for slashing.
Ejection?
I did not see a slash.
What?
Into the cross. Wrist shot and a save by DeVincent. As Mayers tangles in front with TJ Kelsey. And we're going to have some penalties called here. Barry Mayers is going to be sent to the box for Helena. And he's going to get misconduct. Slashing and a 10-minute misconduct for Jabari Mayers. So he'll be headed to the Helena dressing room.
I swear to God.
I didn't
8
see
minutes and 40 seconds in the third. Right there.
that. Right there.
Or unsportsmanlike.
Okay, yeah, minor for slashing, unsportsmanlike for 10 minutes. What?
He did nothing from what I saw. And I like to think our boys are angels all the time.
They are.
But we always will be like, dude, you're lucky you didn't get called for that. Like, we saw that. Like, you're lucky. Or, like, when the Cunninghams would end up in the box, we're like, probably.
Yeah.
Like, we were
they
never.
probably did. What did they do to deserve that?
Yeah. We
What
would
did they do?
never
Like-
say that. We were like he only got 2 minutes for that? Like, we can be honest. I watched that clip. I don't see anything wrong unless he was mouthing off. But I didn't even see the slashing. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna clip that in. And then number 16. Who's number 16 on Bozo?
On Bozeman? I got it right.
Oh, that's
here.
Stickelberg.
Which
Totally attacked one of our guys. And here comes Tyler. Was it Becker?
Lex. Oh, what? Who he attacked? I don't know.
Yeah, he
I
attacked
don't know,
somebody. And then
I didn't see this part.
really? And then Tyler went up and he defended his teammate again. Steckelberg. Oh yeah. Okay, whatever.
Roughing and
Tyler for
roughing and interference. You got a doubled minor.
and we still won. With all these penalties, even though they were, 2 or 3 deep in their box.
That's what she said.
Right when it came out, I was like,
Yeah. You always know after the fact.
after the fact, but those are always the best. When
I'm an opportunist.
I know, right? And then in 6:18 in the third, Becker got absolutely destroyed. He was laying there for a while. I know Appleman went over there and a couple of the guys went over there, and Chris was really quick to go out on the ice and get him out. So I don't know.
Our
It
trainer's
looked
really
like
good.
it looked like it was a knee thing because he tried to stand up and it wasn't working.
Austin Eaker spins away. And both teams are back at full strength. Heavy hit there. They have Trufant. He's going to get a penalty. As he clobbered Becker. Colin Becker on the far side. Boarding is the call on Trufant. As Colin Becker's up on his knees, but he's going to need assistance, help back to the Helena bench. 6:14 to play. Bighorns will have another shot on the power play here and momentarily once we through this injury timeout. Medical team attending to Colin Becker. So he gets helped to his feet by a couple of his teammates.
So I hope
Okay, dude.
you're okay. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was a pretty bad hit. So
No bueno. We like going right up to the line of guys getting hurt, but not actually crossing it.
yeah, no.
I don't want our guys or any of the guys on any of the teams to get hurt. I just want them to duke it out.
Would you have been sad if Hansen got hurt?
I'd have had to think about it.
That's one of those where he was going out of his way to hurt our guys. Like he was. Friday night and Saturday night, I would have been not so sad if one of our guys just put him in his place. Now I understand why we couldn't, because we have big games coming up. I get it.
Mm-hmm. But you can wish for it.
He was asking for it, dude.
Yep.
He was. But as far as I know right now, looking at the standings and stuff, we don't have to, after not this weekend, next weekend, we're never going to see Bozeman again because they're not making it to the playoffs.
Nope.
So,
Have a nice summer, boys.
Hanson, I'm so
Yeah.
glad that you chose to do all this.
He won't be doing much.
Or your junior career is over because I think you're pretty old. You look old.
Might as well go to school and get that accounting degree. Oh, so that was mean. I'm sorry.
I thought you were the one that always kind of
The diplomatic one.
Yeah, you're the diplomatic one.
So, in the third, Hunter Coulomb got his second goal, but not a hat trick.
Get a hat trick. If somebody is about to get the hat trick, keep passing it to them till they can at least try.
And he even had like half the third to get a hat trick, but it didn't happen. So, yet again, no sandwich.
Mm-mm. No sandwich.
Guys,
we gotta get that hat trick.
Sandwich.
We gotta get that hat trick.
I won't buy it unless I get the $1 off, because in this economy, come on.
You gotta give us a reason to spend that money. We need a
As soon as we get a hat trick, I'm gonna go buy a sandwich and post a picture of it on our Instagram.
Yes. But let's talk
and
about
then share it with my
tricks.
kids, because they are massive, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, but
Okay.
Speaking of hat tricks, so you had, I think the Hawks played the Quake this last weekend, and they smoked the Quake like 15-2 and stuff like that. Okay, but that's besides the point. But they got like, one guy got 4 goals in a game, another guy got 3, and I'm like, we played the Quake.
We did. And we didn't smoke them 15-2.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the 21st, Friday night.
Was it 15-2?
It was 15-2.
I was hoping I was wrong.
The next night, it was like more reasonable. It was 6-1. So the Quake apparently figured out how to block some shots. Holy crap, though. 15-1.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we're playing Sheridan this weekend.
So that's who we're playing next weekend. Yeah.
In Sheridan.
This coming up weekend.
So it's away games. And as far as I know, we don't have any massive ejections. So I think...
Mm-hmm. No.
I think we're...
Well, depending on Becker...
Oh, well, that's not an ejection, though. That's an injury. So I think we have... Unfortunately, I think...
And we don't necessarily know if guys are out for injuries or not, but just by what we saw on the ice, it looked like it might be something that might take more than a couple of days to resolve, but we don't know. We don't actually know.
Oh, my gosh.
And Becker, we won't know until you guys know. You know what's funny, though?
What?
I noticed this earlier. So I didn't know that it put... I said this last week. I didn't know that it put the attendance...
Oh, yeah.
I've just never really, I don't know, looked. I guess it's right there. I mean, it says Hawks Quake 15-2 at the Riley Arena. Attendance 137. That's just crazy. So then if you sorry. And then if you scroll down, the Bozeman game here at Steed on Saturday night was 1,849. It was nearly sold out. Like the what do you call it? The fire code, like maximum number of people that can go in the room?
1950 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 1950. So this is nearly sold out.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Last year during playoffs, no joke, there was at least
more than that.
We had like 2,200 people there. So I don't...
Well, I think that's partly why Jed's been like expanding the seating areas, is so that that number can actually be bigger, so that we can fit more people in at the games. So that's why he built like the row upstairs and the bar and everything else, is so that we can have more.
Because I know that during playoffs, and if you have never been here for a Bighorns playoff game, I'm gonna warn you. So you know how you buy? No, they get sold out pretty quick. Yeah. So you want to buy them like the day before, probably.
Oh, at least the week before.
And don't think you're getting a full seat.
No.
You get a half a seat.
You're going to be rubbing cheeks with the person next to you.
And you're going to have knees in your back. And you're going to have to sit up. But no joke. Like, I remember we couldn't even put our arms back.
Yeah.
And we're in Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Because people were...
We should buy a third seat just to have it.
So I'm just warning you, if you think that you're going to have your full seat and it's going to be roughly 1,800 people, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, it's going to be way more than that.
It is
crazy.
And definitely, there was a time that you couldn't get in because it was sold out.
Yeah, I missed a few games last season because it was sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, two years ago.
It was 2 years.
Last year I
had
a season ticket.
Now it doesn't matter. People still sit in our seats and I have to ask them to leave. Yeah. I feel really bad, but like, dude, it's our seat.
We have season passes.
There's a sticker
on it
that says, seat.
Don't take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I felt bad being like, can you guys move? I'm sorry, these are our seats, but come on.
I don't feel bad at all.
I do. Well, you're always late. I'm there early, and I'm the one that has to tell them to leave.
Darn it, she found my secret. I'll tell him to leave. I don't
I
have a
know
problem
you
with it.
will, but I'm the one that doesn't.
Hey,
like to
I got
do
kicked
it.
out of season ticket seats too.
You rebel.
Quite a few years ago, 4 years ago probably, when they started putting the stickers on the seats. I didn't know, and I was still buying like tickets as I was able to go because I wasn't going to every game at that time. And I came in and I just like found a spot and sat down, and a security guy came up and told me, you got to move. Those are season tickets. And I was like, really? Okay. And so I moved and I sat somewhere where there wasn't a blue sticker, and nobody ever came and sat in those seats. They didn't even show up for that game. I feel that's worse than like showing up and like booting people out of your own seats so that you can sit in them.
Yeah, well, whatever. But I will say, I wasn't going to actually talk about this, but now I am.
Okay.
When we were in the Chuck-a-Puck, I know for some reason people like standing around that. Right when you walk in, there's a whole bunch of people standing, and that's fine to a point. Because then we can't see whatever. We usually end up standing on a chair.
Because I'm short.
So wasn't going to say that.
That's why.
But there was a whole bunch of kids like right where the Chuck-a-Puck table is, and then it goes like to a narrow hallway to get on the stands.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some teenage kids standing right there blocking the entrance.
Yeah.
And this lady that works at the rink was going up and asking these kids to move.
Well, yeah, because that's like the main path into all the bleachers.
Yeah, and it's a security point. Like you got to keep it moving. Anyways, these kids decided to argue with this lady, right? What? And I guess it was going on for a while. I was trying to watch hockey. I guess I have tunnel vision when hockey's going on because I had no idea any of this was going on.
We are there for one reason only.
I know. Yeah. I had no idea this was going on. And finally, my husband's like, I'll be right back. And I'm like, fine, whatever. And then he like walks up to these kids. He's like, he was like,
he used his dad voice.
Dude, he was like, did this lady ask you to move? And they're like, what? Well, so he comes up and then they get all like scared. And then of course they're like, what?
Yeah. I wouldn't.
But then they talk. But then they start talking crap as they're walking. Oh, I bought seats too. And I was like, go sit in your seats. Like if you bought tickets, you bought a seat, not a standing room to block everybody else from one, seeing, and two, being able to walk to their own seats.
Yeah.
Like, there's other places, if you want to stand, there's other places to stand. But if somebody from the rink is going to...
Yeah, if you're told what to do and where to go...
You're going to argue just because it's a chick.
There's a reason
not cool, dude.
They're not, like, putting rules down just to, like, make the experience worse. They're putting rules down so that the experience is better for everyone.
It was awful.
So that to elevate the experience, and standing there and arguing with them is not helping you because they will boot you out of the rink and you will be banned.
Yeah, and so it was kind of...
I've seen it happen.
Sad, and I was laughing because they were all tough when they were, like... They had 20 feet. No, they were tough when they were 20 feet away from my husband who was telling them to go.
Yeah.
But they weren't very tough when he was right with them.
He's like a tall, buff dude. Like I wouldn't want him to come.
But it was just funny because it was like he's like, I paid for a seat, and I'm like, then go sit in it. Like if you want to stand, there's a whole. Anyways, and then every time they would walk by the Chuck-a-Puck table after this, they would do like this cough talk thing.
Yeah.
But they didn't know how to do it. So they were like, and I was like,
I'm sorry, what?
I know. I was like, you got to say something while you cough in order for that to work.
Yeah. God, loser.
Yeah, but there was nothing.
Whatever.
It was
kids these days, I tell you. Well, that's also what we get for having a packed out house because it is hard to get to your seat, and you are kind of like
they didn't want
you're
to
like
in their seat.
In there with everybody else. I get it, but you're in there with everybody else. Like, you don't pay for front.
And if somebody that is working there,
well, and here's the thing is if you guys keep doing that, speaking to you teenagers that were being rebellious, they are not going to let anyone stand there.
Yeah.
Because if it's a problem, if it's a security or a safety issue, they will shut it down.
And then you're going to ruin it for everybody else.
If you like standing up there, be respectful
of the rules.
Or even if you're breaking the rules and you're told, hey, can you break the rules but do it a little to your left? Mm-hmm. Like, then do it a little to your left.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just going to shut it down.
Arguing with them is like, So
Yeah.
it was like, okay, it's not even the view. I wasn't going to say anything. We stand on the chairs so we can see. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
But the fact that don't argue with the workers, dude. They're
Don't
just
argue with
doing.
it. They will shut you down.
Well, not
They will
even
shut you down
that.
and kick you out.
Not even that. It's not them who made up the rules. Their job is just to enforce the rules.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with the rules, they're not the people that you want to talk to. You can go talk to Jed about it upstairs.
Yeah, go talk to Jed. If you think her husband is scary, go talk to Jed. He scares the crap out of me sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm kidding. I love Jed. He's great.
We love Jed.
You're great, Jed.
But a little intimidating.
Little bit. Little
Sometimes.
intimidating. Yeah.
Sometimes.
You should leverage that against naughty teenagers.
Yes.
I'm calling on you, dude. Okay. So, anyway, let's cover standings real quick because we got a few more minutes.
I posted this
We
on
gotta wrap.
our Instagram because I got super excited. Now, even though the Louisiana Drillers are 2 games behind us, which I don't know how that's even possible, we're in first, baby.
Number 1. That's Helena Bighorns at the top of the list.
So if we keep winning and say that they lose a couple, we're good to go. We're in first.
You are welcome to lose as many games as you like, Louisiana Drillers.
So we have 38 wins. They have 36 wins. Yes, we have played
That's
2
a
games
pretty-
more.
Yeah.
But I have faith. And we are right where we belong, where we're comfortable.
So even
We're
if they
not going
win,
anywhere.
or if they win / don't go into overtime, they still will only tie us.
Good job, boys.
And we have Sheridan in Sheridan, and then we have Bozeman
Which
in
I'm
Helena
concerned.
and Bozeman in Bozeman.
I'm concerned. Hawks have normally been on our tail this whole season, which is weird. Like Hawks, who are they? We
Yeah.
don't know. Last year,
The
the
who?
year before, the who?
Yeah. The what?
But now all of a sudden we're like, ah!
Yeah, they've been
But
beasts
they're
this
far
year.
enough behind us now that we're not worried about them.
Yeah.
I mean, we won the division. We could lose like every single game and still win the division. They're that far behind us. However, playoffs are coming up and it's kind of like a clean slate, which I don't really like that. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, after all that hard work. Have you ever played the game Exploding Kittens?
No.
Okay. So the premise of the game is that you have these kittens and you don't want them to
You
explode.
explode them.
Yeah, you don't want them to explode.
Oh,
Except that you also get carrots off to the side. And like the carrots are like a random part of the game. They're
Yeah,
not
I
really
can see that.
attached to like the kittens exploding.
because kittens don't really like carrots.
But the person with the most carrots at the end of the game wins.
Horses and carrots, not kittens and carrots. That makes no sense.
Yeah. No, it's carrots and kittens.
So what's your point with the Hawks?
So my point is that playoffs are like the carrots. They have nothing to do with the actual like game play, but they're how you win or not.
Yeah, they just knocked out Gillette, Butte, and the Quake. That's all we did was knock
Yeah.
them out, which whatever. And now we have to fight again.
Yeah.
But it's with the Hawks. And honestly, it is so close. I don't know who's going to be second, third, and fourth.
They're still not clinched.
No. Oh, no, they are.
Okay, Hawks are
Ish.
clinched.
Yeah.
We were weeks ago.
So
Obs.
the Hawks are, they have 57 points. The Americans have 56 points.
Holy crap.
The Sabres have 53 and Bozeman has 50. Now, Bozeman really, really, really needed to beat us this weekend.
Yeah.
Sorry to shout.
It
at
wasn't
you,
gonna happen.
Bozeman.
There's no way.
So it is super close.
That's almost like a cruel
yeah.
fate to like play the critical games you need to win to like determine your spot against the top team in the division
No, in the nation right now.
in the nation.
Talk on that, Hanson.
No wonder he was fighting so much. He had nothing else to hope for.
I know he's all my
That's-
hopes and dreams. I'm just gonna.
That's a man in despair right there.
I'm gonna hug you, and then when I don't feel better, I'll just punch. That's what happened. We know
That's what
what's
happened. Yeah.
Um,
That's our psychoanalysis of you, Hanson.
So we're at 78 points, and the number 2 is at 57. So not worried. Not worried at all. Because they've lost 13 games. We've lost 3. Which,
Holy
3. I don't
moly.
like to talk 3.
No.
I
I don't like 3. 3 is more than 2.
So I would say, with certainty, 3 is more than 2. You sure about that,
Thanks.
Einstein?
Thanks.
Sheridan's going to be in the playoffs.
Well, they're clinched, yeah.
So are they going to be second? Probably. So
Yeah.
third and fourth, I would say Great Falls is going to be in the playoffs. Whether they're going to be third or whether they're going to be fourth, I don't but I'm sure they're going to be there. And I'm sure it's going to be the Sabres. Bozeman, you kind of, yeah. All
right, so this weekend, 2 away games.
To Sheridan.
To Sheridan. Next weekend after that, after the release of this podcast.
It's another split Bozeman.
It's another split Bozeman, so it'll be the home game on Friday night this time. Yeah.
It's going to be wild.
Without the wild.
Without the wild.
So, and then those are the last regular season games. After that is the playoffs. After that is the Fraser. And we'll be covering all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Stressful. Down to the wire, man.
Yeah.
Really quick side note. Last year, they did something stupid with the showcase to where the division that won the most games got the wild card for the Fraser Cup. And then the time before that, it was the second highest point-making team got the wild card.
Right.
So both time, thanks to us, it was the stupid Wild. We drug them with us the last 2 years.
They ain't going this year.
They're not.
I'm interested to see who's going to be the wild card this year.
So I don't think they're going to do the division thing for the showcase.
Well, we don't know how they're giving away the wild card at this point.
No,
I don't know after the playoffs.
Think that it's going to go back to the second highest ranking team in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Because the year before that, that's how it was. We won the division, but the Wild was hot on our heels, and we were first in the nation, and they went to the Fraser Cup with us as the wild card. Yeah. Last year, we dominated the showcase, and so the Wild, also hot on our heels again, followed us to the Fraser Cup. But this year, I'm not sure how they're going to do the wild card. So,
well, and the Hawks are number 11. So even though they're second in our division, they're not necessarily going to be
no
a wild card.
Our division's not doing that nationally, except for us. So it'll be interesting to see who ends up following as the wild card into the Fraser.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but it should be interesting.
I don't know.
And the Wild won't be there regardless, so I'm happy.
Mm-hmm. And no coach either. No word on that.
We're talking so much crap, and watch they come back as a powerhouse next year.
Yeah, they get a good couch and come back.
Couch?
Yeah.
A good couch?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Who knows? Anyways, that's all we got.
Yeah.
What else? That's it?
I think that's it. So
thanks to Kohler again.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Kohler with the orange sleeve. Look for these guys and always say hi because they're cool dudes that work there. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. And thanks, Speakeasy 41. And thanks to whoever else. We're probably going to have more players coming up. Interviews.
Yeah.
We've got some requests.
Trying to do more players. I'm going to work on that coach thing. I think that would be cool to have a exit season end interview with the coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we probably will have more players. We've had some requests. So it will be great to hear from some peeps. Peeps. Yep. That's all I got. That's my intelligent note for the day.
We're done.
We're done.
We're out.
Till next week.
Peace out.
Peace.
At Builders First Source, we're harnessing the power of innovation to transform the future of home building. With 14 facilities across Montana, Builders First Source is your one-stop shop for building materials. From lumber and windows to trusses and siding, whether you're building single-family homes or multi-family units, we've got you covered. Visit BLDR.com to learn more. Builders First Source, building Montana's future, one home at a time.